What's up, YouTube? This is the Billy Bob HD bringing you a brand new series today. I've got some Hearts of Iron IV. This is the World War I mod by Wolferos, and thank you, Wolferos, for letting me into the closed beta and now the open beta. So we are starting this campaign as Austria Hungary. That's right, World War I, Austria Hungary. I'm super excited. I've tooled around with the mod here a little bit. It's pretty cool. I can't wait to start a campaign with you guys here on my channel. So, first things first, you have the historical nations set up properly, right? Ottoman Empire exists. You have a Serbia down here, Romania, and Bulgaria. We are starting the campaign in May of 1910, so it is going to be a while as we build up and try to get our divisions ready for the war, right? So we are part of the Central Powers. We already have, let's see. Yeah, we've got a couple of national spirits already. Multinational state, so national unity minus 10%. So I'm starting off at a 70% mark here. House of Habsburg-Lorraine, daily political power gain of 0.10 there. So that's a little bonus for us there for being the Habsburgs, which is pretty cool. Right? We do have some political power right off the bat here that we could pick at 152 where we're starting. And so we do start off with about 15 army experience as well. Since I'm already basically part of the Central Powers, you can see here, I don't need to try and change my political stance or anything like that because we are authoritarian in nature. Next election, May of 1911. I'm not sure if that's a bug or not, but I don't think Franz Joseph I is going to be going anywhere anytime soon, right? And so I think a really good choice for us here right off the bat is to actually go with the military theorist there, giving us that extra army experience. So I don't have to burn up my manpower when, you know, trying to do exercises or get extra army experience there to help build out my templates. You can see the Landwehr division here having a combat width of only 12 here to start out with. And so this one here, he starts out with 12 as well, but he's got a couple of additional support units, right? We've got a field hospital already researched out. I can't wait to show you guys the field hospital stuff. It is fan-fucking-tastic looking. Alright, I think it makes sense to go ahead and train up, right? Let's go ahead and train up 10. Start working on 10 new infantry divisions. We will set a new location for you here in Bosnia, just for the hell of it. We also need to divide up our forces, right? So currently we have 53 infantry divisions, 10 cavalry divisions, 3 mountaineers. I think the mountaineers over here, it makes sense to actually assign you over to the Italian front, so I'm going to go ahead and move you here right off the bat. Some of these units here I'm going to use, let's see, if I get this big group here, I want to actually station these guys. We're going to create our first army. We've got a field marshal here, Arthur von Balfoss, and then another field marshal here with Konrad von Hossendorf. So I'm thinking I actually want to start... Let's start out with a regular general here. He's a level 3. Steinstadt here. We're going to assign you to the Russian front like this. Because, as you guys know, in World War I, we will have to invade the Russians. I'm actually going to pull this back here a little bit away from the German border. Kind of like that. Just on our own borders there. So these guys have been assigned properly. Another sort of chunk of guys here, well, excluding the, I tell you what, we will actually combine all of these naval forces here. I need to get you an admiral. Mikolos Horthy, your job is going to be simply to search and destroy here in the Adriatic, right? The British have a very strong navy in World War I, as much they did in World War II. And so anything outside here in the Mediterranean puts me at a heavy risk there for my ships, but I know we can at least own the Adriatic Sea and keep the Italians away from bothering us that way, which will be nice. We'll do some more of that here in a little bit. So new research-wise, here is the research tree. It is really cool. You do have the tree running all the way up through 1936, right? So sort of when normal Hearts of Iron 4 starts out. And so it is 1910. So we have some of the appropriate infantry researches. So, for example, Weapons 1, we have hand grenades and such. We do have the Alpine troops level 1 there as well. So with 4 research slots, I want to see about getting some additional researches done. So I think I'll go Field Hospital 1 there. Industry-wise, okay, this is going to be very important leading up to the war. So basic hand tools there. That's going to give me a new production efficiency cap there at plus 1%. The supply consumption there with new surgical instruments, that's going to be very important as well. And then construction-wise, construction speed plus 3%. We need that as well to get the new military factories up and going, etc. We have a good collection of civilian factories already. So I'm almost feel comfortable with hopping right into some extra military factory production like that. So we do have the 23 military factories available to us, or civilian factories rather. And then I do have an additional 8 military factories. So we're going to boost infantry equipment production up, right? Because we have a total need there of 6487. Support equipment will be needed as time goes on. So I'll give you an extra 2 factories there. Of course, the Field Artillery 1, that looks pretty cool. Very World War I-ish. I'm going to give you a couple factories there. And then the horse-drawn vehicles, I think we're sitting okay like that for now. Although I do need to assign some additional dockyards. So we'll go to the Protected Cruiser 2s there. We are also working on a pre-Dreadnought 1. National Focus. So Austria Hungary has a ton of really cool national focuses, right? You can do anything from getting involved in the Balkan Wars coming up to becoming friends with Romania, also limiting trade with Russia, going anti-Russian policies, becoming stronger with Germany there, fortifying your Russian borders, fortifying your Italian borders. I mean, lots and lots of cool stuff, right? So I think to begin, we are actually going to go with the political effort there. We're finally ready to unpause it. You will find that I'm going to play a lot of this here on speed 5, right? And that's because we've just got 4 entire years to go until the war really pops off for us, right? So let's go ahead and pause it here. I'm going to actually create a new army unit like this. You're going to be Purple Group. You've got 25 guys selected there, right? So I'm going to give you a field marshal there so we're not tied up with certain constraints or anything like that. Front line, of course, we're going to put you on the Soviet or the Serbian border there, as they assassinate me historically coming up. So, you know, we're going to need to make sure that we protect that border and invade them and grab Belgrade when the time comes. Edward VII's life and namesake era have drawn to a close. Though in a state of grief, the new king, George V, has received his coronation. Time will tell if he can solve the turbulent situation in Britain that he has inherited. George V is the new king. Okay. So another cool thing about this mod is a lot of the historical sort of events do pop off in this mod. It does feel very accurate. Albanian revolt. The Albanians refused to submit to the Turks. A new Albanian uprising began in Kosovo and the northern mountains. Ottoman government declared martial law and sent a military expedition. The Balkans are a powder keg. Well, of course they are. These 3 mountain units now, remember we wanted to pull those back and bring them over here to the Italian front. So here we go. Let's see. Whoops, South Africa independence. South Africa came into being on the 31st of May 1910 with the unification of the previously separate colonies of the Cape, Natal, Transvaal, and the Orange Free State. The Union of South Africa was founded as a dominion of the British Empire. The Union is formed. Okay, so back to what we were trying to do here. We're actually going to create a new army group, and you will be orange for the time being. Frontline will be here on the Italian borders. Of course, I've got those Alpine troops assigned to them, of course, as well. So that should mean that all of my divisions are actually assigned. Everyone's showing a nice color there. Okay, great. Free dockyards now. All right, the pre-Dreadnought, I'm going to put you into here. So we only had one of each of these coming out, right? You can see like this. So we'll let that finish out before we assign some new dockyards to future projects. Okay, we got the political effort done. I think... See if we go all the way over here, the industrial effort and such. That might be a good way to go as well. You got to get this infrastructure one, though, before going into airfield expansion and construction effort and armament effort, right? So, that's going to be an easy way to get new factories, but... Oh, we can renew the Triple Alliance here. So we gain a diplomatic bonus with Italy, right? So historically, Italy joined the Triple Entente, or the Allies. And it would be interesting to do a campaign where they actually joined up with the Central Powers there and helped us out with France. We're going to assert their position in the East, the Balkans policy, etc. I do think a good one here is to get reinforce the Emperor's authority. That does give us some additional political power. I tell you what, let's start down the road of being friendly with Italy and see if we can't bring them over to the dark side or the Central Powers side. We do need to pick a new... let's see, we do have some political power that we can use. We do need some world tension to pop off before we can start modifying our economy. Export focus, sort of the same way there. Free trade. Yeah, that's just going to pump out a lot of my resources anyway. Let's take a look at our resources. You can see they've added wood and coal to the mix here, which is cool. However, I'm showing a surplus across the board here. We don't even need any rubber at the moment, so we're okay with that. So I think we can actually start... I'm actually going to go with industrial concern here. So that industrial research time is going to reduce by 10% for me, which will be key, right? And then I'm going to take this one extra military factory for now and plug you into the infantry equipment 1. Okay. We do need to queue up some more construction like this. Very good. Let's unpause it again. So we will continue to roll on. I do want to show you guys the artillery research here. Basic hand tools finished out. Japan-Korea Annexation Treaty. The Korean Empire, a Japanese puppet state since the assassination of Queen Min in 1895, has just signed a treaty with the Japanese government that resulted in full annexation. Jesus. Though the Russian Empire and the United States are complaining about its measure, no official actions have been taken against Japan yet. It seems that Korea's long legacy will go out with nothing more than a whimper. Oh well. So you can see here too, we probably need to update some of our artillery tech, right? It is 1910, so we're showing as July 1910 at the moment. I think it does make sense there. Artillery is going to be very important. Part of our overall makeup of our divisions. Up to 18 in overall army experience now. So I'm going to fill out here with some extra... There we go, with some extra combat width. So that brings us up to 18. We'll go ahead and save that. We're showing an 869k now in manpower. And oh, I did want to show you guys too. The unit modeling that they've done here is pretty impressive for a mod. As you can see, it is World War I-esque. And even Germany, for example, they do look pretty accurate. And then you've got France with their famous blue coats and red hats and red trousers. Very cool indeed. Okay, new military factory is available yet again. So we've got a big total need sitting in there, right? So I'm going to continue throwing factories into the infantry equipment 1 production wherever we can. Looking good on resources right now, so everybody is running at full efficiency and capacity. Human powered transport is done there for that construction tech. So you can see that's finished off now. Mining 1, resource gain efficiency plus 5%. I do think it is helpful to get our heavy industry going as well as our improved hand tools, right? So I will go heavy industry 1 next. We are making our way through 1910 here pretty quickly. It's already August. Had a couple of things happen in the world already, including Korea going away. Yeah, Empire of Japan now, they exist there. Okay, that other ship must have finished up for us. Yes, so he's sitting here. Free dockyards now, so let's produce out a new line. The most advanced stuff it looks like we have are the battle cruisers 2, protected cruiser, etc. 2,900 versus battle cruiser of 7,300 there. I tell you what, let's go with some more protected cruisers, sort of that medium level ship. So we'll plug that into there, and it's looking like we'll have almost 2 of those per year popping out for us. And let's see how far along that tech is, though. Protected cruisers 1906. So those are good until 1914, really, when the war starts. We'll have a bunch of older ships, but we'll at least have a bigger fleet to go to battle with, which will be good. 4 days now left on the new surgical instruments. Alright. Okay, I do like the idea of popping right in here next with the improved hand tools again, just to get that production efficiency up again for us. Again, trying to make the strongest industry that we possibly can before going to war. Okay, another new military factory now. Renew Triple Alliance is finished, so that's good. Yeah, I think it does make sense there to plug this directly in. Oh, we could start making the siege artillery here with that heavy artillery stuff. I think still showing that big need with the infantry equipment 1. I'll put you there again. We're producing over 102 of those per day now. So this tech lasts a very long time. Okay. We could either go securing Italian loyalty. Germany loses a little bit of opinion from us, right? If I go down this way, though, I have to give provinces over to Italy there in order to secure that alliance with them. I'm not willing to do that right now. If anything, we do want to do strengthen the ties with Germany so I don't have to give up anything. We could go anti-Russian route there. That would be pretty good. I think, though, for the time being, let's go for infrastructure effort and head down the path of that industrial buildup that we so like. Albania here still showing as a revolt, right? Foreign claims. So we'll see if the Albanians are able to gain independence or not. New military factory available, of course. So put you in like this. Very good. No. Oh, we do have a round of 8 new divisions have popped out now. Portugal becomes a republic. Interesting. So after we build out a bunch of new divisions, I do need to focus on getting my manpower back, right? Which we can do through some national focuses and such. Don't worry. Let's see, material designers. Infantry equipment will be very helpful. Small arms research minus 10% there. So I think that makes sense. October now of 1910. We do have to figure out what to do with the new divisions. Showing at 9 new divisions now. Heavy Industry 1 is finished. We could go for the next level of the war medicine here. So recovery rate is helped out there. Although this mining is going to be key to get those additional resources in. Field Hospital 1 is about to finish up as well. Come on, Field Hospital 1. Alright, you're done. So, the rest of these techs now, we would have to wait until 1914. I do like the idea of getting the logistics company up and going. Or we could update our siege artillery there. We might want to get to that soon. Oh! And I do think it makes a lot of sense also to go with these land doctrines. So mass charge here, planning speed plus 12%, division speed plus 5%, organizational loss when moving plus 5%. So that's going to take 216 days to finish that one off, but I think it's a smart move. Down to 621k now in manpower, but that's okay, again. Should I add you guys to the Serbian front or potentially the Italian front? Not the Italian front, really, because things with the Serbs, with Serbia, are going to sort of hit the fan. Shit will hit the fan a little faster there, right? Okay, we need some new construction projects now. So again, I'm going to load up some additional military factory construction up here in the north. Whoops. Okay, so still continuing to ramp up that Infantry 1 equipment there. making over 142 of those per day now. Revolution in Mexico. On October 5th, 1910, Madero issued a letter from jail known as the Plan San de Luis Potosí, with its main slogan, blah, blah, blah. No re-election, free suffrage, and no re-election. It declared the Diaz presidency illegal and called for revolt. Diaz is too old. So we do have a revolution now going off in Mexico. And if we look over here, yeah, you've got Mexico versus the Mexican Republic. Mexican Republic is authoritarian, so I'm hoping they will win that revolt. Okay, new national focus as well. Where were we going? Oh yeah, back over here towards the industry. So construction effort here adds another civilian factory for me. Oh, I can't do that? Not enough building slots for civilian factories. Oh, you have to wait till 1911 to get that guy. Same with all of these. Okay, so let's go a different way until then. I think it does make sense to come back over here now. And if we get the militarism, you get that recruitable population of 5%. Oh, wait, what do we have to wait for there? Oh, we have to get this one first. Duh. Reinforce Emperor's authority. So that'll give us some additional political power boost as well, which will be good. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and/or comment if you've enjoyed my content, and we'll catch you next time.